Hello and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show is each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel at 4:45 p.m. Bam! On Facebook Live. Today we're talking about a really important and intriguing topic: guidance, spiritual guidance, entrepreneurial guidance, life guidance, just in general. Really fascinating topic, as you'll soon see. Thanks for being here. If you are new to the show, please hit that subscribe button, become a subscriber. We get all these videos for free. I did say free, one, two, three, four, free. You can also go to productivethroughjoy.com to learn more about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. Again, thanks for being here. Have me come out and speak to your group, school, organization. We have a really innovative project and process. It's a narrative-based project where we essentially explore the story, because everyone's life is telling a story. The story that our clients' lives have told in the past, the story that our clients' lives are telling in the present moment, and the story that our clients' lives would like to tell through their lives in an aspirational way in the future. That's kind of the foundation of the technology, of the process, and through that we that idea we explore all those elements and help people move in the direction of being more productive. So that's it's an innovative and very powerful approach to it. So thanks for being here. I should also say, for those of you who are new, a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller, Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called my people, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americus, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where Michael Brown was murdered, of course, in the conflagration which ensued there as well. I'm also the, God bless his family, have mercy. Um, I'm also the board president of the World Stage, a literary and jazz venue here in California, in LA's Crenshaw district. We have 7 days a week of amazing programming. Go to theworldstage.org. We are a 501c3 nonprofit jazz and literature venue, workshops, trainings. I mean, it's really powerful. Um, if you ever come to LA, you got to go to the World Stage. I'm also, my educational background is the University of California at Berkeley as an undergraduate, and my master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I am currently a professor of English lit at LMU, Loyola Marymount University here in Los Angeles. I'm an expert at being productive, right? I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are almost always surprised to learn of my story uh, when they consider my productivity, because my own story, has been so crazy. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to a single divorcee. So at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. That is cool. Modi famously said, "Hi, you like me now?" And if I can be this productive through joy, I know so many of us can as well. So thanks for being here. Have me come out and speak to your group, school, organization. Let's dive into today's topic, which is guidance. All right. Point one is that you want to seek guidance. I think, for speaking to men just for a moment, men are socialized in particular to not seek help. The old trope of men driving and being lost and refusing to ask for just basic help. Thank God for Google Maps. That's probably saved a lot of dudes a lot of embarrassment, right? But that's, in my experience, that particular motif plays out in various ways. Men aren't always the best at seeking guidance. All that does change. It is changing because of the influence of the business world. Because in business, mentoring is such a major uh, technology to and for success. You really want to have a mentor. So in the business world, um, men are increasingly actually looking for guidance. They call them mentors, so they won't feel as bad about saying, "I need help, I need mentoring." But you got to have someone to have your back in the entrepreneurial world in particular, because it's such a complicated enterprise. And so, but historically, that has been the case. It's not just men who have that problem. Of course, all of us have that at times. not doing such a good job at seeking advice. But in my experience, women, the ones who I know, do that better than the men who I know in my life. I think something's dropped. um, so you want to have that as a mindset. I want to seek guidance, right? Point two is you want to begin the seeking of guidance from a vantage point that I'll just call internal, right? You want to begin, you want to work inside out. You want to be operating from the inside out. You want to go in first. So I'll just call it spiritual guidance. We can call it energetic guidance, God guidance, Jesus guidance, whatever you want to call it. But you want, whatever your belief system is, you want to be able to, in a daily ritualized way, rely upon that thing, rely upon it, that you may be able to access guidance from the primordial, the original, the first. If it is true, as so many of the world religions say, that in the beginning there was just God or spirit, or as my physicist friends say, just energy, okay, which cannot be created or destroyed, which is basically how people talk about God or spirit. Spirit has always been here. It cannot be created or destroyed. It just is. You want to be able to tap into that thing that has always been here. If a thing that's always been here is still here, that means that the thing has got to also be in part inside of me, inside of you. So you want to be able to access that eternal, that primordial energy, and lean upon it, seek it. And there are many ways you can do it. And we help people identify what's the best approach for them, but that is the key. Meditation. We help people learn, negotiate, explore meditation as one of the foundational elements, because meditation is simply all about going inside, right? It's touching the inner part of ourselves, right? But I won't get too far into that, but that's one of the most common technologies that we employ, right? But the point is that you'll be able to access guidance. It may also be more clear if I talk more in layperson's terms, that you may be more familiar with or more comfortable with, like hunches, right? That feeling, you get a feeling about something, a feeling about not walking down the street a certain night, you get a feeling about making a phone call, you get a feeling that you should do a thing, and you do it, and then you complete that feeling. I think most of us will find that when you follow those hunches, generally things go well in those situations, and that decision-making process. When you don't follow your hunches, generally things don't go as well. That isn't always true, because at times you can't discern if it's a good hunch. But generally that's what I find, certainly in my own life, but for many people who I talk to, right? The gut feeling that people oftentimes talk about, right? Trusting your gut, that feeling. What is that thing, right? We are saying that gut feeling is the primordial, right? The spirit, the guide that's inside you, that is a part of the universal connected, in alignment universe, which is for itself. There can be no opposition to one. Really, we're all just one. And so we're saying that hunch, that feeling, is a part of the universe operating in synergy, operating in harmony, rather, right? And so you want to learn to cultivate that, which goes right into point three. As you begin to cultivate it, trust it, you're going to see an absolute impact on your productivity. And not just in terms of, I should probably say that we oftentimes talk about abundance or whole wealth here, right? We're not just talking about money, although money is important in our world. It gives you options, it gives you choices. You can help your family, friends, and community, yourself. Money's important. But we also know that, certainly in this line of work, that money isn't enough, because we know lots of people doing very well who are miserable. So you don't want to be that catis. You want to be abundant in your family, your friends, your relationships, and also financially as well. So I'll leave it at that. We're looking for that type of whole wealth. We're saying that once you begin to follow the guidance of mentors, both inside yourself and outside yourself, you're going to experience an absolute uptick in productivity. Boom goes the dynamite. That's it for today's show. We are each weekday morning, hella early at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Thanks for being here. Go to productivethroughjoy.com. Have me come out speak to your group, school, or organization. Right now, become a subscriber by hitting that subscribe button. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.